Chicago! Welcome back to Bear Down Ball Out Podcast. It's your man, Big Drew here. It is negative 10 degrees outside. Frigid cold. So I got a topic that'll warm me up and get me hot, get my blood boiling. And that's Chicago sports bars dropping the ball and all of them looking like frauds. And I'll tell you why here. So let me set the scene. It's back in December. The Blackhawks and the Bulls are playing on a Friday night. They're both playing. Hawks are at home, the Bulls are away. They also just released the alternate all black jerseys at the store. It's a hot item, especially with Connor Bedard rocking this season, being the number one player coming up for the Blackhawks. So I roll downtown. I hit the store on Michigan Avenue. I was able to get myself a premier, authentic jersey, beautiful stitching on it. We'll get into another video on what I like to look for when I'm buying jerseys and collecting. As you can see, I'm rocking the Winter Classic Bedard. Super elite, very exclusive. I love vintage jerseys. But I grab a jersey from downtown Michigan Avenue store, Blackhawk store. And now I'm excited. The game's coming on, so I got to find myself a good bar to kind of watch the game at. And I roll down to River North area. I am down at the Timothy O'Toole's bar. It's packed. You got a bunch of the corporate finance bro douchebags there. They got the TVs going, but they got the jukebox music. I'm like, guys, can I get the game on? Can we listen to the game? And of course, they're fumbling around. The bartenders are scrambling to make drinks. The hostess is trying to seat people. So I'm kind of not feeling it. I'm a little edgy right now. I'm kind of pissed off because the favorite thing to do is hear the Blackhawks. You want to hear that Canadian voice. You want to hear the guys, goal, bang. You want to hear the puck ripping right off the goalpost. You want to hear the skates on the ice, the people banging the freaking glass. And it's not the same when you're watching on a jukebox, music playing in the background. So I leave Timothy O'Toole's. I go over to Mother Hubbard's on Hubbard Street. Classic old school sports bar, River North. Same problem. Blackhawks game is on, and they got jukebox music in the background. Like, this isn't going to work. I go to the next bar. There's one right next door. I think they call themselves Theory Sports Bar. Ask the hostess, hey, are you going to play the Blackhawks sound? She's like, I don't know. I mean, we typically don't. So now I'm kind of getting real frustrated. I leave Theory. I look over there. Barstool Sports right there on River North. I mean, you say you're a sports bar. And what happened? Same thing. Blackhawks on, no sound. They got no jukebox music. All these bars that call themselves sports bars are frauds. They have no clue what's going on as far as TV scheduling, games, sound. They're all frauds. So I leave River North. I'm like, this isn't going to work. Let's bounce over to Fulton Market. Go to Fulton Market. I think it's PB&J, I think is the name of the bar over there. Pretty close to Green Street. Yep. Same problem. Blackhawks. Now the Bulls have come on, so they got the Blackhawks and the Bulls game on, but no sound. Now it would be tough to choose which one you're going to play the sound for. I'm going to ask for the Blackhawks. There might be some other people that want the Bulls game, but the Bulls are away. So remember, they're away. You're not going to have the home commentator with Stacey King and Adam, doing their thing. So one guy did buy me a drink there at PB&J. Thank you. I owe him a beer. He knows who he is if he ever sees this. He's like, hey man, why don't you make your way over closer towards the United Center? Let's go farther down to the West Loop. There's a bunch of Blackhawks bars. They should have the game on. They should have the sound. All right, let's just keep it going. So now I'm on the hunt. At this point, I'm not as worried about watching the game as I want to figure out who's a real sports bar in this damn town. So I go all the way down West Loop. I think it's Third Rail. Claims to be a cool bar, sports bar, got a good looking setup. Walk in, same thing. Jukebox music is playing. Bartenders clueless about which team is playing, what's going on in the sports game, because they could really care less. They're just slinging drinks, making money, but they don't really care about the games. Go across the street to another bar right there. I can't remember the name. But darn it, same problem. Crossroads. I think it's Crossroads. Yeah. No, no sound. Again, jukebox music, and your boy is pissed off. I am hot at this point. And then I stop over, I think, Rinnalis. Pretty much an Italian spot. They're known for their food and their pizza. They do a lot of catering to 670 the score. They got the Blackhawks game. No sound. I can't believe it. So here's a PSA to all the Chicago sports bars. If you're going to claim you're a sports bar, put the damn game sound on. Make it a real thing. I know when I'm out in the suburbs, I got a lot of different spots I can go to and the bartenders will cater to you a little bit more. And I know Chicago's soulless. It's a beast. It's an animal. It's not forgiving. But when the home team is playing and it's a Chicago team, you got to put the darn sound. There's nothing better than listening to the sound. They say, and I asked a bunch of the bartenders, they say they do it for the Bears games, which, cool. Yeah, you do it for the Bears games. You should. Everybody is. But that's the thing. When you go to a random Buffalo Wild Wings, you're always fighting people for TV locations and which game is going to be playing on a Sunday. But we're talking Chicago sports in a Chicago sports bar downtown. Massive failure, Timothy O'Toole's, Mother Hubbard's, Theory Sports, PB&J, Crossroads, Third Rail, Rinnalis. I probably even stopped at a few others that I'm forgetting because now I'm just blinded red with pissed off fury. So if there is a sports degree at a college, some college needs to start a sports TV broadcast degree on what game to have on your sports bar TV, what sound to have on, optimal usage of controllers, because you always got to grab the manager from out the back and he comes out with his little tablet or his controller and he's got to get the TV switched and he's got to get this set up. So many people, they're off their game. I can sit at home, watch the game, and get a 12-pack of beer for $9.99. I have a huge 80-inch TV. It's probably a better experience. But sometimes you just want to watch the game with some people. Sometimes you just want to get loud, have some fun. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still pissed off. It's been a month and a half. Nobody gets it right. I'm on a rampage. And it happened during the summer with a Cubs game. And all the bartenders, the random hostess working the front that doesn't care, they wouldn't put the sound of the Cubs game. Unless you're in Wrigleyville and you're at Murphy's, the best bar in down Wrigleyville area, you can't get the darn sound on. Someone fix this. If you work at those bars, fix it. You lost my money. I'm not coming back until I get a text or a DM that says we're going to put the sound just for you, Big Drew. Holla back.